Now, he's worked with some of the most famous names in photography, described by David Bailey as a master and by Terence Donovan as the only man to trust your negatives to. That's
I know where I take mine. Robin Bell has printed some of the most striking images to be captured on film, and from Wednesday his work goes on display at his gallery in Battle. Sarah Smith has already been there to take a look.
The famous, the infamous and the forgotten, all shot by the biggest names in the business. All connected by one man whose printing skills helped make these images what they are.
Lifting all the skin, evening out all those faces so they all have the same texture and skin depth.
Robin Bell is usually to be found squirreled away in his darkroom. As printer to star photographer since the 60s, his job is to make the best of the shots on paper. And never mind Photoshop, he's committed to doing it the old-fashioned way.
Because digital just by its nature sits on the surface of the paper, whereas this, as you can see, and I hope anyone can see, it has a depth to it, a richness, and a third dimension. You could almost go into the picture.
While there is magic in the photographer's eye, be it Bailey, Snowden, Donovan, Lee Miller or Linda McCartney, the man who does the printing is crucial.
They do their best with the lighting, and I just kind of finish off the process by balancing the print when it's done. So we can't do without each other, the photographer can't do without me, and I really couldn't do without photographers.
The subjects of the prints here range from wildlife to celebrity life and reportage. The earliest pictures here were taken in the 1930s, the most recent only this year. With many of these shots taken before Robin's time, his job is to bring them back to life, use his expert hand to get rid of scratches, perfect the balance of dark and light.
I just feel like I'm part of history, and it's really very exciting from that point of view to be able to be part of the process of putting those pictures on the wall.
All the shots here are going into a book and they're on display at the Independent Photographers Gallery in Battle from Wednesday. Sarah Smith, BBC South East Today.
I get the impression the printer's always the middleman. The photographer's fantastic, the subject's brilliant, he just slaps it in a tray of stuff.
Well, I think it's a bit more than that, isn't it? And it's a job you obviously never really think about. Have you ever printed your own shots before?
Well, now I've taken the film into the chemist and I'll have these next week.
It is amazing when the image suddenly appears and...
Jimi Hendrix.
Never quite to that standard, though.
Fantastic.
Yeah.